Welcome everyone to Forza Motorsport 6, and today we're taking a look at the Mobil One car pack. This features 7 cars, all of which I think haven't been in the series before. And yeah, like the last car pack, we'll take 4 around on a test drive on one lap of a certain track. We'll briefly go over the other 3, which will get full reviews of their own. And the first of the 4 to be test drove is the 1990 Chevrolet number 30 Douglas Shearson Racing Lola T90/00. So yeah, this is a racing car. I think this was for Le Mans, but I'm completely a novice in terms of my racing knowledge. But I can certainly see that this is a car that will be a good racing car, because by the stats it's pretty fast and it looks like it's got good handling and braking. And yeah, 735 horsepower from its 2.6 litre V8 turbocharged engine, weighing 1,874 pounds. So yeah, a lot of power, not very much weight, and by the looks of it, a lot of handling. So yeah, this should be a treat to go around the track. So yeah, see you there. Alright, we're at Long Beach full circuit. So yeah, let's see what this race car can do. Pretty decent acceleration there. High revving as well. First time I've driven this, give me if I'm a bit early on the brakes. Let's take a look at it from the inside. Oh. Don't know about you, but I prefer racing cars like this in cockpit view. Sort of, feels a bit more realistic. Those brakes are stunning, as you'd expect in a car like this. So yeah, this is a pretty normal, race car. Great handling, great acceleration, and certainly great brakes. So yeah, see you when we're looking at the next car. Right. Car number 3 is the 1963 Ferrari 250 LM, and yeah, this is a pretty looking Ferrari, and yeah, as you can see from the stats, it's not half bad either, especially in terms of handling and braking from a car that's that old. And yeah, it's a 315 horsepower 3.3 litre V12 engine weighing 2,094 pounds. So yeah, that's quite a lot of power as well, and not all that much weight either. So as you can predict, the acceleration is rather good, even if the top speed isn't all that high. Even then, for the period, it's probably high, one of the highest of the time. So yeah, this is a second car that we're going to take for a test drive. So yeah, see you on the track. Alright, we're at Sebring's short circuit, so let's see what this old Ferrari can do. Sluggish start because it has long gearing, so it can have a higher top speed. But yeah, I love my old V12 Ferraris, and hopefully this will be another one that's good. It certainly looks great. It certainly sounds typically Ferrari in terms of its bellow V12. Being as lacking in weight as it is, it can make the most of that 315 horsepower, which, yeah, for the time it wasn't the most, but certainly one of the most for a lightweight car like this, especially for a road car, because I presume it was allowed on the road. Snug interior. overall pretty decent. Obviously I'm only putting these on a short test drive, but even then I can gather enough information to know how good they are just from that. So yeah, let's go look at the next car. Car number 3 is a 1988 Holden VL Commodore Group A SV. So yeah, this is actually the second Commodore, Holden should I say, that's new to the series as a whole. Below this is the A9X, which was in the last car pack, and now we've got another new Holden, which is great to see really, because we've never really had enough of them overall. And yeah, from the stat wise, this is pretty decent for a D-class car. It's got 241 horsepower from its 5 litre V8, weighing 3,120 pounds. And yeah, this will be the first free to get a full review from this car pack. So yeah, let's move on to the next car. And this is the next one that will get a review, the 2015 Koenigsegg One. And just from the stats, as you can see, high top speed, high acceleration and cracking handling and braking. But the real stats, impressive stats, are in the power and torque. 1,341 horsepower and 1,010 foot-pounds of torque, weighing 2,998 pounds. So yeah, very powerful and not all that much weight, quite frankly. You can tell that Koenigsegg are getting a lot out of this Agera kind of design. This whole they've been based on practically the same car all the way through since it started, practically, by the looks of it. And yeah, this will get another full review just like the Holden. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, the third car to gonna get a test drive is the 1991 Mazda number 62 Mazda Motorsport RX-7. Stat wise, pretty decent acceleration and speed, but the handling and the braking are ones that are going to be the most impressive, no doubt. And yeah, it's got a 640 horsepower, 2.6 litre 4-rotor, weighing 2,249 pounds, so that's a lot of power for not all that much weight. So yeah, hopefully this will impress on the track. So yeah, let's see what it can do on there. Right, here we are at Mazda Laguna Seca, so let's see what it can do, this RX-7. Obviously it's no normal RX-7. Oh, I overcooked it a bit there, sorry. First time driving this car. Have to be a bit more subtle with this thing. See, it's a bit better than I was expecting in terms of acceleration wise, and being a bit old, 24 years old, brakes aren't as good as I was expecting it to be, but it's still decent. Obviously can't push it that hard. Always have to find the limits of your car. See what it looks like on the inside. Pretty busy, to be fair. Bits of the car all over the place in here. Yeah, overall pretty decent for what it is, but it's not a car that I can say I'll be driving again, really. But yeah, pretty good nonetheless. Alright, let's look at the next car. Right, this is the fourth and final car we're going to be test driving, the 2016 Mercedes-AMG C S Coupé. So this is another Mercedes-AMG car in the game, after the GTS there. And yeah, there's similarities between those two because they actually have the same engine, though this actually has a bit more torque, but the same horsepower, 503 horsepower, weighing 3,968 pounds. So yeah, this is just, you know, a standard V8 Merc with, it also has twin turbos on this as well, just like the GTS. And yeah, we'll see how this handles out on the track. Right, we're at top gear, so let's see what this Merc can do. I like the GTS, despite the fact that it has twin turbos on it, you really can't hear them. They've done a wondrous job in terms of keeping the V8 engine still roaring, even with the turbos. Still crackles as well on the overrun. And personally, I like the look of this car as well. Really like what they're doing at the moment with the rear ends of these Mercs. Rounding them off instead of being a bit more square than they used to be. Overall, it's purely about the engine with this car for me. It just sounds so good. Yes, it does weigh nearly 4,000 pounds, which does kind of stint the performance. And yes, if you put it up against the GTS, this would be slower because even though it has more torque, it's still got more weight. Still a cracking drive nonetheless. Mercedes for me are the only ones really keeping the spirit of the sports cars alive, while also coming down on the economical side as well with the turbos. So yeah, love this car. Right, let's take a brief look at the 7th and final car. Right, 7th and final car, and the third car that will get a review on of its own in full is the 1958 Plymouth Fury. Now yes, you're probably thinking, oh, this is just another big old American muscle car, and yeah, it is, but it's something special as well, because not only does it have a decent amount of power, 305 horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque from its 5.7 litre V8, which is a hell of a lot of power from 1958, weighing 3,595 pounds, so yeah, it is a bit on the weighty side, but it still uses that power to its advantage. But yeah, the reason that I'm glad this car is in the game is because it's in the 1983 film Christine, which is a Stephen King classic in book terms or in film terms, about a car that goes on a killer rampage. So yeah, and I love that film, so yeah, I'm just glad they finally put one of the movie cars in that was missing from the game overall. And obviously there's a few more to put in, like the DeLorean and the Gran Torino, but yeah, I'm glad they finally put one of the ones that I wanted from the movies in, at least. So yeah, this car pack is easily the strongest out of the lot so far, because I love the Ferrari, the Holden, the Koenigsegg and the Merc and this Plymouth. The Mazda and the Chevy are good, but I'm not really into race cars, so yeah, even though they are good, they're not cars that I'm really all that interested in, but other people will be, and it's keeping the variety there. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I highly recommend you trying this car pack out, and yeah, hope to see you in the next one. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.